It's not his fault.
Everybody, welcome to Overland Radio. This is our 8 o'clock hour, and we've been having some technical difficulties. For some reason, Jeff has not been able to connect correctly, and we can't hear him. So, no. He can't hear us.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
Yeah, he can't hear us. So, that's kind of where we're at. I don't know what we're going to do with the show. Are we going to do anything, or are we just going to tuck our tail between our legs?
What do you want to
do? Hey, Chad, can you hear us just fine? It's weird not being in charge of stuff anymore. Like when you've got it, then I can't click on stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you still playing with stuff?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's something I can do to...
All right, thanks, Chad. Chad said, yes, he can hear us. So what I was saying is that for whatever reason, the connection that Jeff has at HEO Outfitters, we just weren't able to get a full connection, I guess, because we can hear him, but he can't hear us. You know, that whole thing. So, and we can't do a show that way, obviously. I mean, we can try. We can try and pretend that, because we can hear him. That was what was weird. So
that was weird.
I think he probably has a speaker issue, or he needs to put headphones in.
That's a good point. Wait.
That's my guess. Is he coming back?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully so.
Yeah. And I mean, I've known Jeff for a long time and have just been amazed by his trailers. So if you're not familiar, they build an aluminum trailer that is pretty rugged. And the first ones, I mean, I'm sure he's had some adaptations to it, but they're pretty simple. As far as there's not a lot of parts that are going to break or go wrong or mess up or any of that.
Right.
It's just well built and, strong and sturdy, which is important for us, off-road tires, all of that kind of stuff. And he's been doing it for a while. He's out of Tennessee, I believe. So, go, and even if we can't get him on, go and check out him on Instagram, HEO Outfitters on Instagram, and obviously go check him out on Facebook and all the different social medias. Go check out his website. Are you yelling at people?
I said, do it.
Yeah. Which is just going to be www.heooutfitters.com. I believe that's what it is. I say that.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah. So just a great guy. I mean, I've known him. Yeah, I've known him before all over Overland was anything.
Really?
Well, I mean, I was in the overlanding world, but I probably only had, 1,000 followers on that page, or members, or whatever you want to say it. At that time. So it was early that him and I crossed paths through social media and became friends and everything. So we got Jeffrey on. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, he said the 3.5 is a 6.
He sent a message to me. It says his mic and camera aren't working.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's just get this rolling. Hang on, we'll get some stuff going here.
Yeah, we got things we can talk. I don't like how I get a glare from the computer screen on my glasses.
Yeah, well, hang on. We'll be right back. We got to do our intro stuff here.
Okay, so we're going to leave and come back, or are you just going to push us away and the intro is going to play?
Yep.
G'day campers, are you out there looking for a rooftop tent and starting to find from the pictures they all look the same? Well, from a picture, you're right, they do all look the same. The difference between brand to brand, model to model, is what they're constructed with, how they're constructed, and what features come along for the ride. One of the features that 23 use is LST, Light Suppression Technology. It returns you the ability to turn out the lights until you're good and ready to wake up in the morning. That means you get a sleep in when you're out camping. unheard of in most rooftop tents. Go out, do your homework, find what features work best for you, and make a good choice. Bye for now.
Get a sleepy. You got to get your sleepy in.
What's a car park?
A car park is a parking lot for cars. It's not a place where they go have fun.
How do you like my backdrop?
I do like the background. Is that one of your pictures?
I'm in my granddaughter's
room. You're
room.
talking about your background. I was talking about the picture you took in the back.
No. I'm talking about
right
me.
there with the caricature of your granddaughter, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm in Ogden, Utah.
Dude, you're never coming home.
Huh?
You're never coming home.
I'll be back.
When?
I don't know. Good question.
Very good. Well, everybody,
who knows?
We don't know what we're going to do tonight. Again, we just couldn't get a good connection with Jeff over at HEO Outfitters, but we're gonna say his name quite a bit, so at least the people listening will get it in their head that they need to go check out his Instagram, website, Facebook page, all of it. Good trailers. I think you guys would like them. Hey, we've got stuff going on in the chat. Are you not paying attention, or what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Hang on. Let me get back over there. Sorry.
Feel like I'm at work. What are we doing here? We got a game plan for this?
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Seems to be working good now, Jonathan Muncie. Yeah, it wasn't ever a problem with Lee and I being able to talk and hear. It was an issue with Jeff's computer. So
yeah,
that's where that is. So Sheer, I just need a tent for my trip, July 9th. That's from Chad. Sheer or Cheers. What are you doing, Sheer? I don't know what Sheer. What does that mean?
Maybe he's drinking.
Maybe so. Hayden says, "Hi guys." And then Jonathan said, "I like the caricature on the wall as well."
Yeah.
So let's take this opportunity then to
what's up, Adam?
Give a shout out to couple of our other sponsors. We've got Overland Attic in Nixa, Missouri.
Right on.
And we've mentioned 23-0. And we've got Opus Trailers.
Hell yeah.
How's your Opus trailer treating you right now?
Well, you might ask Chad, because he's had it for the last month and a half or 2 months.
Chad has yours?
Yeah, he's been camping in my trailer.
I guess he has yours. I thought he had one of the demo trailers.
No.
You've got
he's got mine.
You have the demo trailer.
I got the marketing trailer.
Yeah. Okay. I follow. How's that one going? Have you torn it up yet?
Yeah. Yeah, actually I have. I tore it up the third day I had it. I ripped the mud flat bracket and all that off.
Wow. You ripped it off?
Yeah.
Well, you are a little rough with things.
Yeah, I put some scratches in it too. So, I've warned them.
Have you broken a tail light out yet?
I did crack the one on my truck. Shut up. You're
trying to be a damn comedian. Jackknife a man.
Huh?
You're not supposed to jackknife the trailer in the truck. Come on now.
Sometimes I get in tight spots and need to turn around.
Now. Yeah, Adam. How's it going, Adam? How are you doing? We need to talk about how that shop's coming along. Where are we going on that?
We need to talk about that taco he drives.
Yeah, that is a sexy truck. Yeah, it sure is. But yeah, Adam's got a store that's going to be opening up in Tulsa as well. So Tulsa is like, man, I've said it in a podcast, but Tulsa is turning some heads. A lot of the people that we've talked to that have traveled through Oklahoma will rave about Tulsa and how they just love it. You know, Jorge and Jessica love Tulsa. Several other people talk about Tulsa as they come through. So I think it's a good little spot, and like on the Trans America Trail, I'm talking out of my ass real fast, but is it about halfway?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What happened? Yeah, I can hear you. Why are you being weird? Hey, everybody. Is he being weird?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, why would
It's
I be
freaking me
weird?
out, man.
Sorry.
I can't handle this.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no. Nicholas is on. He says, yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
When's Nicholas going to do his own radio show?
I don't know.
Well,
Nicholas?
Nicholas has got some big shit going on.
Does he? You started to say something else, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nicholas.
I almost said more. I almost said more than I should.
Yeah, Nicholas. We got to have him somehow or another. We got to look at our schedule and get him scheduled on. That guy's writing some killer content for the Overland Radio website.
Yeah, I think we might have a date. I need to double check, but I think we have a date that might be open to get him on soon.
Right. I wish we could get Jeff on here. He's trying. Just so for those of you listening, Jeff is his. Wait. Oh, hold on.
We're gonna give this a whirl.
Is he there?
That was a really slow. And now it's not even turning. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's not even a box there.
Yeah, it's got to be his connection.
It's China.
China.
It's Russia has hacked the system, and they're doing this. They're doing this just to give us problems.
Try it again. Okay, Jeff, I'm sorry.
We'll try and do something another time, and we will maybe do a test run. Wait for it. It's still that slow. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to sync up with him. Tennessee has crap internet. Oh man. Okay, this stinks, but that's okay. You know what? We got other things we can talk about.
It's overlanding. It's our passion. It's what we love. It's on our brain all the time.
Let's talk about this
all the time.
Ready?
Oh, this makes me nervous.
Why? Why you get nervous?
Because you're going to say something that I'm going to get pissed off about. And you're doing it on purpose.
No, I was going to say, let's talk about the Outside Adventure Expo that's happening here in Salt Lake this weekend.
Again, I'm going to get super pissed off because I wasn't invited to go.
And our buddy Justin from 230 is going to be there. So looking forward to seeing him.
Mo Leisure X Ventures is going to be there at the there. So they're going to be, I think they're going to be like just there to go. I don't know that they're going to have a booth or do anything like that, but they're going to be there to experience it and check everything out and, meet more people. My beard's bugging me. I don't like that it's flat. Anyway,
what's the matter with it?
It's right here. It just needs some. I've been working all day. I haven't been able to play with it.
His stream is just, I don't know what it is, but
yeah, anyway. It's just not wanting to do it.
So I can see you and hear you clearly. You can see me and hear me clearly. And it appears that everybody else listening can as well. So
yeah,
we'll try to get something set back up.
It's not. No, it is you. It's not me. Like that whole breakup thing when you break up with somebody, like it's me. It's not you. It's me. Bullshit.
You need help.
Bunch of crap.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal. Jonathan would be a good candidate. Chad would be a good candidate. You guys go out there and share the live stream, would you please?
Yeah, it's gonna be a Seinfeld episode.
Because it's gonna be a yeah, it's gonna be
a show about nothing. We probably need to try and rename the show about nothing.
We might get Michael drunk, leave him take his shirt off, so you can share that.
I don't even have. If I do, I'm gonna have to get up and go and get some because which is just in the kitchen, so it's not like I gotta go far. But I had to literally run from the truck into here to get everything turned on.
I want to know how much Oh, are you talking about for
HEO
trailers? Yeah, we can find out.
You got
Jonathan says audience is good. All right, cool. All right, so man, I've been kind of MIA for the last I don't know.
Let's see. 5 months within the last 6 months you've been gone.
I've been home 3.5 weeks since March. Give me a break.
I don't even know what to say to that. I really don't. I don't know.
That when you become my age and semi-retired, you can do it too. Oh,
I won't be semi-retired at your age, buddy.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to help.
One thing I do know, I will not be semi-retired. I may have a fun job at that point.
I'm hoping you have a really fun job.
But I doubt that and it might feel like I'm semi-retired. But I'll be working.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be working forever, man. Got to pay the man.
Yeah, so I'm not really, I've been off the grid in places, so I haven't really been able to listen to shows, and I haven't had time since I've actually gotten back to civilization to even sit down and watch the previous shows.
Yeah. And I mean, and I haven't even talked to you that much.
No, just randomly here and there.
When you were at your cousin's house, we got to talk a little bit. Now that you're at your daughter's house, we get to talk a little bit. But in between, you are like off.
Yeah,
it's whatever grid might be available. You're not on
Garmin in reach only.
Yeah. And I did get that. You sent the coordinates.
Did you look it up?
I did not look it up. I have been a little bit busy. I didn't look it up, but that's on my list.
Dude, let me just tell you, folks, everybody listening, I need you to understand something. I'm not going to give you my locations, but I am going to tell you this. Wyoming is a absolutely gorgeous state with some fantastic freaking trout fishing.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
Have you been tearing it up?
I won't say tearing it up, but I really like, getting into these backcountry areas, and, I can't honestly, just with my MS, it's hard for me to hike a long period, a long distance over all the rocks and everything, but just getting out and getting a little bit away from the normalcy and fishing. Shit. It's nice catching those cutthroats and brook trout, dude. I'm telling you. And the best part is you go right back to your trailer and then I see all these. It's funny because I got to tell the story. It's kind of crazy, but this guy comes driving by in this van, and it's a GMC, it's a full size van with the conversion.
Jeff said Wyoming is underrated.
Yeah. So this van is like the 90s conversions. Remember when they did all the 90s conversion vans? They had the raised roof, and they had the fender flares and the running boards and all stuff. I see this van drive down where I'm dispersed camping in Wyoming, and then I see it drive back by, and I'm thinking creeper, because it kind of looks like a creeper van. And a little while later, this guy and his wife and his little kid, they come walking by, and they're like, "Oh man, that Opus is really cool." And so we visit for a minute, and I realized that they're in the van. So I felt kind of bad.
Oh, that they were in the van that you were like.
Yeah, I thought it was a creeper van. So anyway, I asked them, I was like, they said something about where they were from. Brevard, North Carolina. Cool place if you've never been there. But anyway, it's a pretty part of North Carolina. But I was like, "So did you guys drive?" He's like, No. We flew into Billings, Montana, and we rented that van. And I was like, "Huh? You rented the van?" And he's like, "Yeah, this guy's got all these vans up there, and he sets them up, and they're fully equipped and everything." So I'll go over and see this. I go over and see this thing. Mind you, this is a 94, 96 GMC van conversion.
Oh, yeah.
And
Express van then probably.
But I don't know, just the big full size one. But anyway, It's dude, this guy had everything in it. I mean, he'd put,
it was built out.
He had the tables. No, it was still like laid out almost original with the.
Oh, wait a minute. It was like a conversion, like
you saw in the 90s.
real with the high tops and
Yeah,
not super tall, but just kind of
the wood, the big
yeah.
plush button tuck kind of seats and walls.
Wow.
But he
So
had
he's renting those? Like when you
Yeah.
said renting a van and this guy's out where you are, I kind of expected you to say like an off-road capable. He's renting shitty ass old 80s and 90s vans.
Yeah, and they're
Dude,
fully
that is
equipped with
pretty
everything.
badass.
And he's and this guy telling me, he's like, yeah, he's booked up for the whole year or
What?
summer months or whatever. And I was like, well, how many has he got? And he said, I don't remember, but I think he's got like 6 or 7 of these vans. And I'm like, shut up. Really? So anyway, I look at this thing. Dude, they got everything. They got the tables, they got the chairs, they got the camp stoves, they got all the cookware, they got everything packed into this thing, and they rent it. Now they were leaving and heading to Yellowstone and then back to Billings, and then they were.
Do you remember the name of the outfitter that rents them?
I don't.
Damn.
But I'll find it. I think I have it.
My minions, go find it.
I think
Find it now and put it in the chat.
I think I still have his card in the camper. This guy's particular card from Bavard, and I'll email him and ask him, but I can't remember this. But anyway, this thing was white with like blue pinstripe. I don't know. Anyway, it was crazy. But
Chad's got an 87 full kid size conversion van. Dude.
Okay, so I get to this place, right? It's 45-minute drive up a dirt road, Forest Service road to this dispersed camp. Before you get to the dispersed camp, there's actually a campground with a camp host there, and I'm still beyond me as to why. But anyway, I get to see some of the coolest rigs. I mean, I've seen, a few full-size Dodge, with the flatbeds and the big, what are those?
P-Core or whatever. The
not
canopy
the P-Core
stuff.
Yeah, you ever watch it?
Like the off-road trailer, the off-road campers?
Yeah, it's the one that pops up.
Like Bison, like the one.
Yeah,
Bison
similar
makes.
to a Bison. Yeah. So, I see those.
Which, by the way, he's out of Oklahoma.
Yes, and he just moved to Owasso, so he's my neighbor now.
Did he really? So
yeah,
he's not in Sand Springs anymore?
No, I guess not. Because he posted a help wanted the other day, and said he's in Owasso, and I was like, dude, we're neighbors. But so see those.
The Tulsa area is on fire.
Yeah, and but what I'm really amazed at was the number of car campers. There was people just, and it wasn't crowded. I might see 2 or 3 cars a day.
Campers, what do you mean? Like cars that had like tents and stuff?
No,
like
people camping in their cars and fishing up there. They would drive up there, they were fishing, and then at night they just piled in the back of these cars and they'd go to sleep.
Dude, I had an 87 2-door Ford Escort whenever I was doing my little stint of mountain bike racing, and I would go to a race and I would sleep in the back of that Escort. I'd fold the seats down as much as I could, and I'd lay diagonal, and I'd sleep in. So I'm all about the car camping.
Dude, but I mean, it was just crazy because you'd see these cars come down there. Like one was a Subaru, whatever.
Of course,
but this one guy shows up in a. What was the car commercial that had the hamsters that used to drive it, and they had their head,
a Soul?
Yeah. That's
Kia
it.
Soul?
Yeah, I think
dude, we saw a Kia Soul on the damn Enchanted Rockies trail, like off trail.
Oh shit.
That red one?
Yes, I forgot about that. It was sitting up there at
like
the top
we
of
were like, damn, this is just bouncy, we were like, this just, it's not technical, it's not hard, but it's just bouncy. And then we're like, what in the living hell?
My daughter's out in the other part of her house listening. She just answered the Kia Soul question.
Yeah, there she is.
Pain in the ass. Anyway, so I see this guy in a Kia Soul, man. He opens the back of this thing up, and he's got one of those tents like Matt McClellan has, that goes over the back of it. Guy sets him up a deal and he camps. Why are we taking pictures?
Because we're people that need the attention. I don't know. Someone was messaging me, so I was letting people know that I'm a little tied up right now.
Yeah. I'm busy, damn it.
Yeah. So
Anyway, sucks Jeff couldn't get on, but anyway, so yeah, that was one of my favorite places. Then I went to Idaho Falls. For you folks that have any interest that are listening that want to go to Yellowstone or the Grand Tetons, stay your ass at home because it's a zoo. I mean,
My
it's a
parents
zoo.
were there. They said it was pretty crazy. I mean, they had gotten their spots reserved, months before, so they were good. But and then I've got another friend that drove through, and she kind of she went solo, which is awesome. But she drove through, and she said that she ended up having to camp with some people that were there. Like she met him, and I think she joined their campsite. But and then there's people that are trying to stay just outside of camp or outside of Yellowstone and going into it, which I don't know how that works. I mean, you spend all day driving, right?
Yeah, because you have to wait in line forever. But I'm just telling you, there's a lot of people I have heard have said, "Oh yeah, we want to make a quick trip to Yellowstone," and I'm just going to tell you right now, it's a madhouse. I drove through Jackson, and I really wanted to stop.
I'm going to Jackson,
and I was like, nah, hell with it. I'm just going on past it. So it's a madhouse. Chad says he wants to go, but he's got to wait. Everyone's broke. Well, I think I can just about relate to that now after all this time being on the road. I got one more week and like 3 or 4 days.
Wow. But yeah, you saw, like, even on your first trip, you saw a couple of the 6x6 Mercedes. I remember you posting about those.
Oh yeah, the big G-Wagons. I sent those to Chad to make him jealous.
Yeah, they were pretty badass.
They were pretty badass.
Hey, speaking of which, Chad had a birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thursday was it? I think it was Thursday.
Yeah. And he posted a picture of him and his wife, and
they are a smoking hot couple.
I'm telling you, that dude, he's married way up.
Well, it's one of those rare situations where I'm like, I don't agree with you. Because I've got my Chad crush going on.
You got a little bromance going.
I got a little bromance with Chad.
That's okay. Chad, he shaved his beard, so I'm done.
I know that was disappointing. It must have been for his wife, but his wife's smoking hot too. So it's not one of those. Normally, I would always side with saying that he outkicked his coverage, but he's kind of pretty. So I think they both were evenly matched.
Oh damn!
In this one.
Oh God!
I'm sure I'm gonna get it now.
Yeah, I the other day when they posted, I was like, dude, you shaved your beard. I'm done with you. That's it. No more. And he's like, sometimes I gotta get rid of it, but yeah, his wife, she's a sweet lady.
Well, and she's super nice and all.
Oh
of it.
God.
So,
yeah. Well, I mean, he's nice too. His whole family is, but she's super nice. What's funny is that
I know what you're gonna say.
She's
because
camping.
He's using she doesn't go camping with him.
Exactly.
But now that he's into Opus, she's like, I kind of like this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cracking me up because I mean he sends me pictures on like Saturdays, like, yeah, we're loaded up, headed out. And I'm like, again?
My my other bromance is in the chat as well. Mason Berry.
Dude, you mentioned his name. Why'd you do that?
Well,
you weren't supposed to mention his name.
He's already here. I'm not ever gonna forget you, Mason Berry.
Yeah, well, I definitely ain't forgetting that picture you sent us in that
naked chicken waffles,
nothing but
naked
an
grilling or whatever he was doing.
Oh God, that guy.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm still waiting on our invite down to his little
his little place, his little getaway.
I mean, I've been out in Colorado and didn't even get coordinates to his land out there. I mean, I could have checked on those land.
Yeah, you could have just checked, make sure everything was fine and all that kind of stuff.
He probably doesn't even have, mountain lions and black bears that disturb me like I did. And
Mason says, come on.
Yeah,
it's 100 degrees outside. Come on.
No, thanks.
Let's get all the fat boys we can together and go camp outside. Sounds like
I'll
great
be there
idea.
This weekend. You know what he's going to be doing? Sitting in the air condition or either laying in the creek.
And he might just send a picture, or he might just have a fan going up his shorts.
Oh God, there's a mental picture.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think about the national forest down in Arizona getting closed down? Do you see that? They're literally closing down parts of the national forest.
So hold on.
What?
They're closing down parts of the national forest. This is not fire related?
Yes, it is fire related.
Okay.
But they've closed it down to the point of
they're not going to reopen and rebuild.
They're not letting you in, and they say it's a federal offense if they catch you in there now.
Fuck that. It needs to all be BLM land. And that's not Black Lives Matters. And they do matter, but all lives matter. But yeah, Bureau of Land Management should take over all of it.
So yeah, they've I was watching the news this morning about that.
Do you want to know what's really happening? What I found out that's really happening with that bullshit?
What's that?
China is buying our national parks.
How?
Did you find that? Did you hear about that? No. Supposedly, China is buying portions of our national parks. I was sure. I didn't know that was a for sale thing.
I don't understand how that happens.
That's what I have been hearing. And I mean, okay, there could be some podcasts that could be a little on the suspect side, but you said this, and it just made me realize that it's got to be China.
They're burning down our forests so they can buy them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I think there's two.
Well, I mean, they're buying all of the land they can buy in Oklahoma and Texas. I know for sure, and I'm sure it's happening all over the United States. They're just buying us to death, man. And they're throwing so much money at these landowners that they're like, okay.
Yeah, Mason's right. Got a permit to get in. It's called the Constitution.
Yeah.
What happened to your cave? Dude, I'm in Ogden, Utah in my granddaughter's room. Just do what you got to do, right?
Well, here's the deal. When it comes to China and all these other countries.
Hey, read the screen.
Bush Light matters.
I
like it. So here's what it comes down to. We can be in financial ruin with all these people. We still make all the fucking food. We still have all the fucking guns. We still have all the stuff. So what's your little piece of paper?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of, I mean, I don't want to go in debt. I don't want to owe people. I don't want to owe countries money.
I just want to kick everybody's ass and be done with it.
But storms are brewing.
Storms are brewing.
Storm is a brewing. And I've been hearing more and more stuff about like
Tranquility Base.
Who's Tranquility Base? Who's this?
Who the heck is that? Wait, just bought land in North Idaho, my own. But whoa, I want some of that. I'm not far from there. I want to come visit. I'll even help work for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Damn, I need a place to park my camper. Who is that?
Huh? What?
Who the hell is that? We will inquiring minds.
Is this something I'm supposed to know? Because it's from YouTube. So is that a YouTube? That's a YouTube channel then.
Yes.
I'm probably friends with them, and I probably watch it, and I probably talk to them, and they're probably coming on the show like later on. Like, it's one of those things.
It says come on down. Wait, I'm in Ogden, so that means I got to go up. Send me coordinates. Crap. I got to go to the Salt Lake show this weekend. You know who else is going to be at the Salt Lake show this weekend?
Who?
Like Red Arc and Zamp and who else? There's a list a mile long. I can't name them all. But anyway, a lot of people.
Okay, I'm trying to find song.
Hello, April.
By Arctic Monkeys.
April's joined us. Thanks, April, for joining us. We're trying to figure out who this person is that's in our chat, and we're also talking about the national forest getting shut down in Arizona due to the fire. So anyway, thanks for joining us. So yeah, there's 2 in Arizona that are shut down, and that sucks. But I mean, hell, there's fires everywhere out here, and it's because people are just. I hate to categorize everybody together, but people are just sometimes idiots. And this big fire that started down in Moab was started because somebody, just left their fire, and I guess didn't put it out when they left camp or whatever. And so, we even now have some of these in Utah now. So it's going to be a rough season. It's going to be a smoky season if you're out overlanding in the West. I can tell you that. But anyway, Chad says Overland Pioneer. I don't know. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay. So what's next?
Right. No, I couldn't find anything. And Chad, to answer your question, I didn't see any prices listed on the website.
HEOs.
Yeah.
So for those of you just tuning in, we were going to have Jeff on from HEO, and he had some technical issues, so we're going to try to reschedule that one. We'll do it again. Hey, you know what? We ought to send an invite
to Mike Tyson. Yes.
Dude,
send an invite to Mike Tyson.
Can you even impersonate? I don't think I can impersonate him. Can
no, I don't think I can. I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. I get so frustrated. I don't know what to do.
Damn. The show's going to the shits now. Yeah. Okay, so it says, Taylor says there's a fire not too far from Sylvan Lake in Colorado. Well, there you go. There's another fire.
Well, there you go. There you are.
Yep.
There you are. There you go. I'm gonna.
So what? Come on, focus.
I need to go get a drink. So talk to them for a minute. Let me escape for a minute.
Can you throw that phone in the trash?
I got things going on. Dude, don't you worry about me.
I am worried about you because I've known the carnage that goes along. Damn. Okay, so anyway, I guess until Michael gets back, since it's his show, I'll just chat real quick about this weekend. So anybody out in the Salt Lake, Vegas, Idaho Falls, any of that area. So there's a what is it? Outside Adventure Expo. That's what it's called. It's put on by the same people that do the, Expo West, Mountain West, and East. So it's that same group of people, but they're putting on one here in Salt Lake. And it started out, I was a little worried about it. We were going to have the Opus booth. I'm pulling a marketing trailer for Opus and got to put the trailer in there, but it's a little worried in the beginning that it really wasn't going to be that big of a show. Michael's got the oil fire, and but they lifted the restrictions, because originally, even outdoors, they were gonna, they wanted you to maintain the social distancing, wear your mask, yada yada yada, all that bullshit. So they lifted that, and I mean the floodgates open. People just started booking, and I mean there's most of your big brands that suppliers, your 23-0s, your CBIs, Prince's, Red Arcs, like I said, Zamp, Opus will be there, X Venture is going to be there. A lot of brands are there, and there's even some new ones ones that I've not heard of that I'm interested in going in, and I'm gonna try to get a little footage while I'm there. So Overland Pioneers going to be at the show. Hey, Robert says, hey, come to Iowa. Plenty of open campsites and more than enough place to float rivers all day and drink and relax. Dude, that sounds like a hell of a deal. Send me a link as to where I need to meet you. But I want to add one thing to that is I like the floating part, the drinking part, relaxing part, but I like to fish. So if there's some fishing holes that you know of. Now, old Nicholas down in New Mexico, he keeps teasing me with a bunch of fishing holes down in New Mexico. So I got to go visit him. But Chad says that he thinks Overland Pioneer is going to be at the Salt Lake show.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'll have to go. We'll have to go look them up. Anybody else know anybody that's going to be there?
I think everybody's going to be there except for me.
Come on. Hey, I got a new hat.
What'd you get? Oh, yeah. I saw that in your hiking pictures. Yeah.
I got me a fishing hat, man.
Dun, 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 dun! Like, what's the Indiana Jones theme?
Oh,
That's
no,
what it
that's
is.
bullshit. No, that's a
Nah,
fishing
it's
hat.
not bullshit. That's Indiana Jones
That's
right
a
there.
fishing hat.
Bullshit.
You know, yeah, it's a fishing hat.
Hey,
I
guys.
want to oil fire. Mandatory whiskey shot time. So those of you who are listening in that know we do mandatory whiskey shots. Unfortunately, tonight I'm not doing any whiskey because I'm out. And my boy Michael hasn't sent me a care package while I'm on the road. So Chad says I won't either, Michael. Oh, I think we should start a support group.
That's good stuff. Oil fire
It is.
whiskey.
I downed that whole pint while I was out on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Or cork, whatever it is.
Parked in places.
Yeah, not while I was driving. No. Yeah, I should probably go ahead and give that disclaimer and clarify. Yeah, I was drinking while I was heading down the road. That one night, the mountain lion was stalking me. I probably should have been drinking, but I think that night I was slightly incoherent. The gummy bears were good. I'm just telling you now.
Gummy bears?
Oh man, or gummies, whatever you call them, make you sleep. That's not oil fire. That's Coke.
Gotcha. So,
okay,
you know, I
that Joe to go with that. Damn, I should have never seen anything.
I do. I'm having a struggle.
Why?
Well, I told you that Red Arc said, "Hey, look, you know, we'll send you something."
Yeah. Do it.
And that was a while ago, so I don't even know if that offer is still available. But, dude, I don't have a second battery. I don't.
Time. Give it time. Cultivate the relationships.
Are you talking to me or are you reading the chat?
No, I'm talking to you.
Well, I'm all about cultivating the relationships, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, if I were to receive something, I want to make sure it's something that I'm going to use, not something that's going to sit in the corner and be, mounted in my truck and never get plugged into anything.
Right. Which is why I've turned down shit that people have, and I say shit loosely, not that it was shit, but let's clarify that too. I've turned down things because
products because they didn't fit kind of what you're going for.
Yeah, it wasn't something that I had a use for or could put into good use and give them, feedback or something in return. I don't want stuff just because
it's stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be able to use it and give them honest feedback.
You don't want to get stuff for stuff's sake.
Right. So, I mean, there's times that I get offers and you get offers and we turn them down because
But this, I think I want something. I just don't know enough. It's one of those things where I don't know enough about secondary batteries and the systems that go with them and what you need and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't even know where to begin, I mean, it all looks like, Peanut Gang, teacher talk when I read it. Because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know that. That's not what I'm here for.
Red's positive, black's negative. Just remember that.
I understand. but like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to overdo it because I've seen rigs that have been overdone.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way Chris is using all of that stuff.
You know what I almost forgot to do tonight for you? Check this out. I had an overlay for you. Look at there. All your social media.
The TikTok.
Is that correct? Did I get the TikTok right? Is it all over?
You got TikTok, but I think it's all over _Overland.
Well, fuck. If they search all over Overland, it'll come up, I'm sure.
Yeah, but my old one they won't let me in will come up. because I had one, and then China was doing it, so I got out, and then I got back in. And
well, either way, I made you this fancy new
I like that graphic. That looks good.
Yeah. So,
and hey, what's everybody think of the new Overland Radio logo?
Yeah,
it's changed up just a touch.
It's as Jonathan put it, modernized.
I think Lee wanted to get away from orange.
No.
Okay, good, because orange is the thing. What else has been going on? Dude,
I really like this, the way it lays out down here, and it gives you all. People can just go find you and look at all your social media.
Yeah. Hey, I am trying to get a little bit more in the Instagram side of All Over Overland. So if you guys could run over there and give that a follow, that would be nice. It seems like there's a lot of businesses that are looking at the Instagram account still, which I thought that would kind of die out a little bit, like it felt like it got its peak and then it was going to come down, but it's like still people are, it's like Facebook. It's not going away.
Chad, I'll take a fridge and a tent. I don't know anybody giving those away.
Those things.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's giving those out right now.
We haven't been offered those things. They can't keep those things. Well, I say we haven't been. I guess I have been.
You did the tent.
Yeah, I did get a tent.
Yeah,
and I took it. And I took it, and I need to get that thing put on the truck. Hein tells me, promises me that it'll be fine.
Hein, if you're listening in South Africa, damn it,
dude,
it better be fine.
He's sleeping.
It's what, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning there?
2 at least. Oh, it's like a little later than normal. So yeah, it might be 3 or 4.
Yeah. Wake up, Hein. For those of you who don't know, Hein is quick pitch.
Yep. Quick pitch, and I cannot wait to get that tent on my truck. I am in love with the 62 Breezeway by 23-0. But I want to
put that on a trailer.
I want to see the difference in them. And yes, speaking of which, I haven't talked to Brad in a while, so I don't know what's going on there.
He's delivered. I think the last time when I talked to him last week, he had delivered like 4 more of those grunts and had 4 or 5 more in the works or something.
I want to say that if he put me on the list, I'd have been like number 10 or something like that. So
that I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I can tell you it's been raining like hell down there, and
I'll tell you right now, it's June.
It's hot.
Just saying.
What's the temperature there in Oklahoma?
90s.
Is it?
Heat index, 200.
Shit. It was 95 here today.
95 there today.
I'm not going to say
it's a different kind of heat.
I'm not saying it's a dry heat because that's bullshit, but I am going to tell you that.
But it's different.
It does feel different. Here's
the deal. Dry. You've got a breeze that comes down off those mountains. So you're 95 with a breeze that has some chill to it.
We're 95
where we don't have that here.
No, you get a breeze in Oklahoma, but
we got them damn fans. We got them damn fans blowing that hot air all over Oklahoma.
Yeah, melting wind generator hot. Yeah, I saw that meme. That's funny.
That happens more
the
than
blades
you like
wilting.
To know.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that's wilting. Yeah, I've seen the ones that catch on fire, but yeah,
it's been raining and tornadoes here in Iowa for like a week, at least once a day.
That's weird. It must all be shifting because we haven't had near the tornadoes the last 2 years.
But I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you that there's going to be some people that give me hate mail for this, but there's a big ass tornado went through Chicago. I'm thinking they're trying to wipe out the gangs. Mother Nature does have a sense of humor.
When did that happen?
Just the other night. That sucker was like 2 blocks wide or something.
Dude, I haven't watched the news, and I can tell you. Hey, we got Levi on.
Levi!
Hello from Colorado!
Hello,
so
Levi.
much he had to say it twice.
Yeah. So anyway, Chicago had a tornado, which in my mind means Mother Nature has a sense of humor and is trying to take out the bad dudes.
There's something to that. The earth will find a way. It has, many cultures and centuries. It does what it does.
Robert said it was an EF3. It was 40 miles from it. I heard it was a pretty big one.
EF3, we stand outside and
we stand outside and watch. That's like a national. That's like a, I shouldn't say national. That is a state sport in Oklahoma. Is when a tornado is coming, you don't always go to the shelter. You stand on the front porch and you watch it. Now, if you're overlanding and you're in a rooftop tent, you're kind of like, oh,
you're
shit.
nervous as hell.
Yeah, you're nervous. You're going, okay, let's watch this. Which way is it going?
Because I've been at Birds.
I was about to say, who was at Birds when those bad storms came through? And
so I was at Birds with who was I with? I was with Philip. Was it just me and Philip? It was Randy? Randy might have been with us. Randy Putt. Because we were doing a pre-run for I took some people out once. I think I had like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
I think we ended up with more the last anyway. Kind of a fun experience. We got to spend one night on private land there in the Ozarks. It was a lot of fun. But for the pre-run, yeah, I think we had the tornadoes come through, and we went to Grandma's house there at Birds.
Yeah.
She still lives in that house there, right across from the cafe, and the whole bottom floor is like a basement. It's old school.
Right on.
So we were all in there playing Connect 4 and
drinking with Grandma.
No, we had little Philip with us. We had Philip Jr. and Philip Jr. is a Connect 4 wizard, and I'm pretty good at Connect 4, but he was on another level.
Yeah, he's just smoking you.
Yeah, like I beat him once out of 10 times kind of thing.
Jeff says, hey, fellows, just got in from mowing.
Jeff, how was your trip?
Jeff, I think he was out in Moab, wasn't he, with Matt and them? I saw some of the pictures, so it looks like he had a good time. I got a question. Where in the hell's Levi from in Colorado? Levi, where are you from in Colorado? Because I just spent like a week and a half or 2 in Colorado. In Longmont with a black bear that scratched his back on my Opus and a mountain lion that wouldn't shut up. Jeff said he had an awesome time. Dude, that sounds like a mating call for one. Doesn't sound like one that's hungry.
Yeah, it's the sounds I know.
Levi's in Colorado Springs. That's where my aunt's at. Well, actually, they're in Monument, so I guess, same thing.
How are you liking Colorado Springs?
They just passed a bunch of new stupid ass laws or bills in Colorado that are anti-gun, so let's not get me started.
Yeah, you need to get it. Yeah, you won't last there. Let's see. So the Red Arc thing, I got to figure out if I do get a Red Arc thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, if anybody out listening knows what I should do. I don't have a second battery. I'm not against getting a second battery, but I really kind of was thinking once I get my fridge situated, then I was going to do, a portable battery system. And I started getting kind of a little excited with the idea that I thought I would just stay with like a 500. But now that I've got this 250 or 200 from Rock Pals that I can take up and out of the tent, why don't I go 1500 or something and just put it in the corner of the bed of the truck and be able to turn all kinds of stuff on?
So you're talking about like a Jackery 1500,
something like that? Yeah. Why don't I go bigger? I can.
Why not?
You
got room.
Yeah, I've got room. I've got the space. Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question. I think, and I mean Jackery or whatever.
Whichever brand.
Yeah.
I think they're all, Matt did a good video on those different brands and lots of good information there. And I just think that they're all relatively close.
I think the only thing you need to be concerned with, and it's what I discovered with the Rock Pals, is they get, like the 300 and the 500 and stuff like that. I don't think that they're able to take in 12 volt. Does that make sense? What's the deal? Like even they can't, even though they have like the car the car adapter where you can put the car like a
cigarette lighter
thing. I think whatever's going on, it can't actually run a fridge even at the 500.
Huh.
Because
I didn't know that.
it's not able to something.
The input's less than the output.
Yeah,
maybe?
something weird.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Matt touched on it slightly when he did one of his reviews. But when I first was talking to them, they were like, "Well, what do you want to use it for?" I was like, "Well, I want to run a fridge." And they were like,
Yeah, no.
Just one of those things."
Yeah.
So
I got a question for you though. Speaking of your truck and room and all that stuff, have you been watching the guy up in the Northwest that does soft roading the West? He's just bought the Nissan, like yours, and he ordered the custom Lear contractor's cab.
He must be 5 foot tall.
That's the only thing I could figure out.
Because there's no way.
It's exactly what I thought.
I don't know him, and he seems like a really, really nice guy because I do watch him. So I'm not trying to talk shit, but I don't know how. And this is going to sound terrible, but a normal sized man sleeps in the back of that truck, even at an angle.
I know. I thought the same thing, but I got to thinking about it. I was like, well, hell, if you got that thing, depending on what the load rating was, you could still put a rooftop tent on it, or you could put that on the cab.
Yeah, but that thing is tall.
Well, I know. That's why I said you'd have to probably put it on the cab. But anyway, every time I see one of his videos, which he does a pretty good job of doing his videos.
He does. He really does. He's a little different breed of cat, but yeah, he does good.
But
he says,
anyway,
yeah, okay.
I always think about your when I see that, I was like, I wonder if Michael's watched this because he's had some pretty good ideas. But anyway, Robert says he'd go to Goal Zero. Not Trilling Fish thing. I ran mine off of Jackery 300.
No. Jackery's fine. It's Rock Pals. It's the brand.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the brand.
It's not everybody else. You can, but Rock Pals you cannot. It'll blow a fuse or whatever they do.
Robert says he runs one up in his. Robert, is that a picture of your rig there? What is that? International? I can't tell. The damn picture's too small.
It's red and it's sexy. That's all I know.
Looks like an international. You know what they call an international truck, don't you?
An international
13-liter shit spreader. That's old farming days, though.
Wow.
I know, right?
Wow.
Anyway.
I run one in my semi and I take it overlanding. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good. I mean, like Lee was saying, people that have Jackeries love the Jackeries. The one thing that I do not like about the Jackery, and then I do like about the Jackery, I go back and forth on it, is that the handle's built into the box. Like it doesn't collapse, it doesn't fold. I like it because I know that you're not going to break that little plastic, stupid, flimsy handle because they all break. They all break. And then you're awkwardly carrying this square piece of heavy crap around. So, but you can't stack anything on top of the ones that have the handle. It's like the Rock Pals. It's got the handle built into it, doesn't fold down. That's what I'm talking about. So mine, why am I getting all twisted up? Okay, let me go that way. Mine's running. I've got it running. And this is the 200. And all it's doing is having power to my light. So very little draw. In fact, it's at 3 watts is all that it's drawn to keep that light going. And like I recharged it the other day, and my daughter uses it whenever I'm not doing the show. That's what she uses to charge her phone because she just thinks it's fun. And I probably had 2 months worth of shows with this light on, and I never charged it. I mean, but it's always just only taken like 3 watts or, just charging a cell phone real quick. I've been impressed with it as far as how long it'll last. Matt did a comparison with this, comparing it to other 250s or whatever. And he said compared to those, they didn't do well, but I don't have a point of reference.
Right.
So for me, I'm impressed. I'm happy with it. And frankly, they gave it to me. So, and they didn't pay me anything to say anything. I've already basically handled the agreement that we had with me getting this was basically to give a review. I gave the review on YouTube. Totally honest with it. It did have a piece that just broke off. But it was kind of a flimsy piece anyway. But I mean, I've been happy with it. I mean, it's doing exactly what I want it to do. And it's not going to ever be asked to do more than a couple of phones charging at the same time, stuff like that. Cause that's what it's going to be for. It's for the tent.
Yeah. Now Jeff says he said that he could have had a bigger blue Yeti, I guess. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. Blue Yeti.
So I imagine while they're out there in that desert heat. Oh yeah, that's what he said. I think it had to do with the desert heat.
Yeah.
That little bit more power. I got the Goal Zero, the 400, and I haven't really spent a lot of time. I use it to charge phones. I use it to charge the cameras, and mostly small devices. And unfortunately, I don't have the thing that plugs into the cigarette lighter to recharge it, but supposedly they have one.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You have to buy all the accessories. You have to buy separately.
Yeah.
Where every other company gives you the chargers for phone and wall, or I say phone for car and wall.
Yeah.
Like everybody else gives you everything you need.
Now, did you see my post on Instagram about the pale blue batteries?
The AA batteries.
Yeah, so I got the AA and AAA lithium rechargeables, and just playing around with it. I'd been using the batteries; they were good. They've held up well, and I thought, man, if I could charge these off of my solar panel, and I was like, well, can't charge them off that solar panel. It's too big. And then I remembered I had this little portable Goal Zero, so I plugged it in and set it on the hood of my truck, and I mean, it was about 30 minutes. I had those batteries charged, all four of them. They charge all together, and I looked at the Goal Zero. What do you call it? The solar panel. And I mean, it came with all these little adapters in there that I have no freaking clue what they all go to, but they're there. Figured out the USB one. Anyway, are you snapping are you doing selfies over here?
No, I just had it's kind of a cool, there's the one I want, I think. A cool angle with the oil fire. I love, the light's coming from behind. It's lighting up the liquor. It looks really tasty. I like it. I needed to take a picture. I don't know if I'll use it for Instagram.
Everybody send Oil Fire a message and tell them that all over Overland and Overland Radio still want to get them on the show.
Yes. Yes, we do.
We're being shadow banned. Is that what they call that? Shadow ban? What is that? That when you get snubbed. We're being snubbed.
Ghosted.
There you go. Anyway, all right, we've been on here an hour. I'm tired.
Yeah. Hey guys,
I've had enough of you.
Thank you for the shit show. Thank you for watching. Lee, thank you for pushing all the buttons and doing all you're doing. I really appreciate you being on the show tonight. I'm glad that you're having a blast. You're a jackass.
But you still hate me.
yeah, basically. So everybody out there, thank you so much for watching us on the YouTube and the Facebook, for listening to us on the radio station. What's that other one they can go to? 365 something?
Yep. Live 365. Download the app, search for Overland Radio, and you can listen to us on any of your mobile devices. And I am going to tell you that there will be video on demand and streaming TV coming soon.
Oh, dude, you were asking me earlier that question, and that's the one thing I could think of, other than actually getting sponsors that pay their
bill. No, there's I got it in the works. I need a couple more sponsors, but I got most of it laid out. There's just a little bit of a server expense that I got to incur. But yep, and it looks, I mean, video on demand. You can watch our shows on demand. They're playing just on a schedule, just like if you were to turn on, Comcast or Xfinity and look at the guide, you can see all the shows, different channels. I'm going to invite probably 25 select YouTubers to, put their shows on our channel.
Yeah. OGs, man. There'll be some OGs. We get this going. You get on here, you're going to be OG, and that may not sound like a big deal right now, but 5-10 years later, 20 years later, when we're talking about this shit and building a legacy, you're going to be like, yeah, I was OG. Like everybody in the chat, OGs. Like all you guys, love you to death. You want to talk about another OG? We got OG Chad with Overland Attic. Sponsor of ours, love him to death. We've got Opus Trailers. We've got 23-0. We've got Chris Holloway with more Expo. What else am I missing? Anybody?
We're probably gonna. Oh, you know what? Let's just give a shout out and a mention to the guys at Express Rally.
Yeah.
Because they're doing some cool shit.
They're doing some cool shit, and I mean, we talked to them.
Yeah,
we talked with them about some stuff. And
then we need to give another special shout out to old Pale Blue batteries, man. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't tried these little things are cool as hell, and 1,000 charges. Stop throwing all your batteries away.
Yeah. So we've got those, main sponsors that we are thrilled with having, and then we've got people that have helped us along the way. I'm going to give a shout out to Mountain Hatch. Had them on the show.
Hell yeah.
And I was wanting to buy one.
They'll be in Salt Lake. He
said, oh, cool. And he said, hey, well, I'm going to send you one. So I got mine, and it may be, this is going to sound goofy, but it may be my favorite upgrade that I've made to the truck.
Really?
Dude, getting in and out of the truck alone and having to like crawl on your knees, like if you're doing that kind of thing, is so much better. Like I would have bought it purely for that.
Wow.
But it happens to be food grade material that you can use as a cutting board. And I've used the cup holders, the drinks holders.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm blown away with it. Obviously, I can't talk more good things about it. So go check them out if you've got. They're starting to get in the Land Cruiser line, I think. I know that they've worked with AJ on fitments for the 60 series. So exciting things, kind of fun stuff. And I think what would be badass is if they had some type of cutting board system for the Opus trailer that was Mountain Hatch.
Yeah, buddy. Well, they're going to get to see the one we have, because if I can get them to do it, I'm going to do my best to see if we can't get custom boards for the Opus trailers.
Yeah, so. I think it'd be a big deal. I think it could be. I mean, to me, it sounds anyway. So everybody out there, thank you so much for everything that you do. Lee and I love you guys to death. We've got people that are always in the chat, regulars that come in, Jeff, Chad, Robert was in there a lot today. Thank you so much. But we've got Mason that's in there quite a bit. And, there's some of the rowdy crew we kind of miss out on that we had in the early days. But now that we're not as rowdy, we've lost some of the rowdy crowd. Now that we're not talking shit on everybody, we lost some of that shit talking.
Well, we can. I mean,
we can go down that road anytime. So anyway, I'm taking a long time to wrap this thing up. This has been the 10-minute close. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Whatever you do, make sure that you go all over.